normal drinking, smoking, maybe he has a girl or two, anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 US per month. And I mean, you're gonna have money left over. Filipinos, they're not as shallow as the women in the West. I just got tired of that and I wanted something else. And they say never. I'm never living in the United States again.
Back to living abroad. So in today's video, I have something very special for you guys. This is gonna be one of many videos. What I'm gonna do is interviews of local people, other YouTubers and other foreigners living in any country that I visit, right? So in today's video, I have someone very special, Calvin from Sunshine Shoulders. So we'll interview him, we'll get some questions answered, we'll get his experience. Now, Calvin is an American living in the Philippines for many years now, so I think what he has to say is gonna be very interesting to me and maybe to you as well. So guys, before we get started, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. This channel is really close to 5,000, so help me reach my goal. Well, hit that subscribe button. And also, guys, if you have any questions you want to ask Calvin or myself, don't be shy, write it in the comment section. But before we get started, one more quick apology. I didn't realize how loud it was outside, but I didn't want to waste that interview I did with Calvin, so I'm going to share it with you guys anyways. But I'm also learning as I'm doing all these videos, so I hope you guys are patient with me. Now, once again, guys, let's go ahead and meet Calvin. Now, here he is. All right, so Calvin, thanks for being here. Lovely to have you on the channel. I'm very honored to be here with you. First of all, tell us your name, where you're from. Basically, tell us your story, who you are.
Hey, thank you, Alex. I appreciate you having me too, man. I was shocked to see you yesterday.
Yeah, actually, let's get into that, guys. So I was just walking in the rain and I just turned a corner. I was gonna go straight to my condo and I come across Calvin in the middle of nowhere and I'm like, hey, what's going on? Sunshine Shoulders. So yeah, that's how I met him. So the universe brought us together, I think, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm Calvin. I'm from the United States, Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
I've been coming to the Philippines on and off since 2009. I'm just looking for a different way to live, man. I'm retired insurance agent, and if you know anything about the insurance business, Alex, it's very stressful. Quotas and demands every day. It doesn't matter what you did last month.
Yeah.
First the money starts all over again. I just got tired of that and I wanted something else. And as the years went on, it just seemed like I was having to work twice as hard to maintain my same lifestyle. And when I came here, I said, there's a place that I can come to change all of that. In 2018, I came here for good. And they say never. I'm never living in the United States again.
And that's the other thing. I know many people across the world want to come to the US or Canada. So why is it people like myself and yourself are doing the opposite? Why are you living here when most Filipinos, I'm sure, would rather live in the US?
Really, it's because it's different, something different. A lot of people come to America just to live, just to survive, but I think it's just because it's something different. Sure. And when I came here, but it's really the cost of living. I'm one of the few guys you'll probably ever meet, and this is a true story. I didn't come here to meet a woman. I was trying to get away from that rat race over there, that hamster wheel. It was killing me.
Of course, yeah. I'm the same. That's the reason why I'm traveling right now, because I did not want to stay in that rat race. Tell us about your relationship status. Are you single? Are you married?
Well, I'm separated, from a Filipino. We were married for 8.5 years. We're still married, 10 years, but the last 2 years we haven't been together. And we have a son. He lives here with his grandmother. I see him whenever I want to. I just came from Zamboanga. But now I've got a live-in partner. We've been together for those 2 years. We just built our house in San Carlos City. I don't know if you saw my vlog. If you've been following my vlog where...
Okay, so we'll tell everybody about that in a minute. Definitely check out Calvin's vlog called Sunshine Shoulders. But tell us more about women here in the Philippines. So why is there so many US and Canadian guys come here to meet Filipino women?
I think Filipino women, they're old-fashioned. They're like, when you come to the Philippines, it's like going back in time. It's like going back to the 1940s in America, where there was a clear line. The women did this, the men do that. This is one of the last places here where women don't mind being women. They're actually proud of it. Being feminine is not something that's looked on as being inferior.
Yeah.
And men like that. I was beat down. I'd been married to my American wife for 18 years. But all the story she wants to tell is the last 2 years. So here I can be a man. And I love that about that, and Filipinos, they're not as shallow as the women in the West. And what I mean by that is your outside appearance doesn't really count. It's your character. This is one of the few places on the planet that they really judge you by your character here.
Yeah, awesome, fantastic. So tell us one thing that you think most men don't know about Filipino women. Maybe a secret or something that you found out over your time there.
One thing that they're extremely jealous.
Oh, okay.
There's no handcuffs. Everything
Okay, tell us
goes.
this freaky stuff. I'm sure we'd love to know. Give me like an example of what is something that's not off the table. We're adults, right?
Yeah. Well, she's going to follow your lead. But I call it around the world. You know, if you follow my channel, I call it the Filipino tune-up with a free oil change and a lube job. But she's going to reward you for being a good man.
Okay, awesome. All right, so wow, well, like right now, check out the camera behind Kelvin. We got some nice women walking around.
Yeah.
Some beautiful women here, and you know that's one thing I noticed about the Philippines, right? So I'm curious about some other things. Like, what is something that you miss about back home in the U.S. that you wish you had here?
Just some of my comfort foods.
Okay.
See, I've lost 30 pounds since I've been here.
Wow.
I'm trying to keep it off. I gained a little bit back because I told you I had a bike accident. I just started working out again Monday. My comfort foods, the convenience of everything in the West. Everything moves like that, but it moves real slow over here. So if you want to think about coming to the Philippines, be prepared for everything to slow all the way down. Yes. And that's one thing that's one way you can tell a new guy like you from somebody like me who's been here for a while. They don't have any patience.
Yeah, I was just telling Kelvin about how long I had to wait in the grocery store and, you know, in restaurants and things like that. But I think it's to be expected here in the Philippines. Okay, so you missed some of the conveniences back home. And tell us, what is your, like, one thing you wish you knew before you came to the Philippines that you think other people that are thinking about coming here should know about?
The cost of living. I didn't realize it was so low here. Now, I've been coming here on and off for 2009. People always telling me, oh, inflation is going to catch up with you. But it hasn't caught up with me yet. It's 13 years I've been coming here on and off. I didn't know. I didn't know that there's no jobs over here for foreigners, basically, unless you're in the call center industry. But everything mainly has been positive here. I mean, beyond my wildest expectations.
That's excellent. So speaking of cost of living, how much would you say a single guy, like a bachelor, that maybe drinks out sometimes and smokes a little bit, how much do you think is the myth of like, oh, you cannot live in the Philippines for under $1,000? Is that true? Or tell me about your thoughts about $1,000.
Well, the myth is 3,000. They say don't come here unless you have at least 3,000 US dollars per month. That's a myth. That's why I made the video. That's not true. A single guy really that doesn't go crazy, that just, you know, just normal drinking, smoking, maybe he has a girl or two, anywhere from 1,200 to 1,500 US dollars per month. And I mean, you're gonna have money left over, especially now with the pandemic. It's loosening up, but during the pandemic, okay, it was me, Marilyn, her two daughters, and her mother on and off. I was only bringing in $1,400. I was able to save about $500 per month.
Tell me more about safety, like, you know, being a colored person. Is that something, tell me about racism actually. That's something that I just thought of. Do you feel like discriminated against living in the Philippines being black?
Oh, absolutely not. And see, that's another reason why I like it over here. Remember, they don't look at you on the outside. See, I'm not being harassed, I'm not being followed, I'm not the #1 suspect over here. I'm as free as I've ever been in my whole life here. When I go in the store, nobody's looking over my shoulder. You understand? I'm respected here. It's Sir Calvin. Everywhere I go, where I live, they don't call me Mr. Calvin, it's Sir Calvin. The police actually serve and protect me here. You know, there's no black men getting shot in the back over here in the Philippines. Now, do they have discrimination based on color. Yeah, but nothing like in America, and that goes mostly with jobs, celebrities, that sort of thing. But it doesn't trickle down to me.
Yeah, it doesn't have an immediate impact on your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that takes me to my next question. How about safety? As maybe someone that's looking to retire in the Philippines, maybe a little bit older, do you ever feel unsafe walking around or at nighttime? Tell me more about safety in the Philippines.
For the Philippines, this is my opinion, being here on and off 13 years, it's a unicorn. The Filipino people leave you alone. As long as you respect them and their culture, they will let you have your run of the place, so to speak. They don't bother you. I mean, I've never had one incident at all. No one's ever tried to pickpocket me, rob me, cheat me in any way.
Yeah.
Okay, but remember, it has to do with the way you live. I can't tell you, Alex, that it's going to be safe for you. So I don't go out to the bars at night and get drunk. I don't go out trying to buy shabu or weed or something like that. But if you just come here, this is my rule number one. Shut the fuck up and mind your own business. You're not going to have any problems at all. Filipinos genuinely welcome you here. Their hospitality is number one in the world. You're truly welcome.
For sure, I noticed that even within the first 2 weeks I've been here, I've noticed how open and friendly people are without wanting anything from you. They genuinely want to say hello and they're open to have a conversation and they're actually curious about you as a human, not just because you're a foreigner or they want money or something ridiculous. Some people might have that preconceived notions about themselves.
Right. Yeah, see, you got to realize this is 2022. The Philippines is like in a bubble. People live here in a bubble.
Tell us a little bit more about your channel. Like, of course, I reached out to Calvin because he's got a really successful channel that he has. He does a lot of charity work and helps out some Filipinos as well. So I'll let him explain a little bit more about that. Tell us more about your channel and what you do there.
Well, first of all, I don't like to use that word charity because, see, I'm here on a tourist visa.
Okay.
Even though it's considered charitable work, I'm not a charity. Everything comes out of my own pocket. But my channel was geared toward the new man and woman who's never been to the Philippines before. I just wanted to give them my boots on the ground experience. And I don't sugarcoat anything. I give you the nitty-gritty is what I like to call it. Because eventually, the Scottish people are going to make it over here. I don't want them to come over here and then say, oh, this guy's lying. He's feeding me some kind of BS. You understand? So my channel is a real channel. And most of my subscribers and real followers are, I'm going to say 40 and up, although you're not 40.
No.
But, the majority of my channel is 45 and over. YouTube tells me this. And that's the only reason, Alex, that I can put my finger on why my channel has grown so much. It's already the law of compensation. See, I believe in those universal law and principle. That law of compensation, when I started my spin wheel in July of 2020.
Tell us what that is a little bit. What is the spin wheel?
The spin wheel. I started my channel during the pandemic. People here were struggling really bad. On top of everything else, the pandemic shut everything down. You couldn't work, you couldn't earn any money. So I said, I'm gonna give back. So if you're a Filipino and you subscribe to my channel, I'm gonna put your name on a spin wheel, and every Friday I'm gonna spin that wheel, give away 1,000 pesos.
Okay.
And to anybody out there that probably think, oh, that's not a lot, it's only about $20. Yeah, it's a lot of money over here.
Yeah, for sure.
And because I wanted to see Filipinos, they're very proud people. If I would just go up to try to give them 1,000 pesos, they probably wouldn't take it. So I said, hey, knowing they're never going to look at my channel, my content is not for them, but I wanted them to kind of work for the 1,000 pesos. So I did that, and now, last night we gave away 8,000. We've given away up to 25,000. When I celebrated 25,000 subscribers, I spin the wheel 25 times.
That's amazing.
And this is what people all around the Philippines, and word has gotten around. And that long compensation, when you help other people, you help yourself. We talked about it, still irrefutable as the law of gravity. If I throw my phone in the air, what's going to happen?
It's gonna fall down.
It's going to come down. Does it matter who throws it up? Whether you're from Canada like you are, United States, Philippines, whether you have a college degree or you ever went to college, it's going to come down.
Exactly.
Okay, doesn't matter that I don't understand the law of physics, but I understand the law of gravity. It's the same with the law of compensation. People don't understand it, so they don't use it. Some people stumble on it accidentally. You don't have to understand it to know it's true. No matter what your motive is, Alex, if you help somebody today, no matter how little, no matter how big, it's coming back.
Perfect. All right, so that's it, guys. It was nice meeting you, Calvin. I'm going to give you a fist because my hands are sweating because of the heat and the humidity here. Thank you for being on the channel. Guys, check out Calvin's channel called Sunshine Shoulders. Go ahead and subscribe. Tell him Alex sent you. Let him know that although we're only 4,000, we're strong as he is, and one day maybe we'll be as big as Calvin is. Thank you again, Calvin.
Hey, I appreciate it. Let me say one more thing. My channel is Sunshine Shoulders, but I'm not Sunshine Shoulders. Sunshine Shoulders is the community.
Okay.
See, and that's what we built up around us. A lot of men and women from all over the world, we help each other. We give each other travel tips. Like, for instance, where you're staying, you may tell somebody, hey, there's a condominium, the money that we give to help the Filipino out. The name of my channel is Sunshine Shoulders. I'm not Sunshine Shoulders. You're Sunshine Shoulders. We're Sunshine Shoulders, okay?
So we're all Sunshine Shoulders.
We're all Sunshine Shoulders.
Perfect. Thanks again, Calvin.
Take care.
And that was my time with Calvin. So guys, do me a favor, go to Calvin's channel, Sunshine Shoulders, subscribe to his channel, show him some love, let him know that we're still as strong as he is, even though we're not as big as he is. And do me one more favor, guys. If you like this video, found it informative or entertaining, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next interview. Oh, by the way, guys, the next one's gonna be very interesting. I'm gonna be talking to some local random girls on the street, asking them if they think I'm handsome, or like just to get their opinion about what number they give me from 1 to 10, 1 being ugly, 10 being very handsome, and we'll see what happens. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.